Right, we're back out. This is the bike I used on the Reavers. It's a big, heavy thing, but it's like sitting on your armchair. It's so comfortable to ride. And you don't feel the weight once you get moving. It's great. Just moves so effortlessly. Yep, I'm about 5 miles out of town. I'm out for three reasons. One, just to get out on the bike, as you do. Just chucked it down yesterday, June the 1st. We'll wash it out. Today the 2nd, this morning, was chucking it, and it's got out after lunch, so I'm out. Two, got myself a new camera, GoPro Mission 1, so I'm out giving that a bit of a road test. And three, remember that stash where I had the wildlife camera? Well, I've come to pick it back up. I've put another one in there since then as well, so I've got 2 cameras to pick up. So yeah, dodging the showers for now. It's looking a bit black towards home and Carlisle over that way, but out west looks quite nice. So what we'll do is get back on. Well, I'll have a drink first and then push on. I've got about another 2 or 3 miles to get where the cameras are, and we'll sneak in, get them, and then have a bit of a ride back out. So yeah, and obviously testing this camera as well. Yeah, so I've got the usual wind muff, like foam cover over the camera, which I prefer to use for my style of video, and because I'm on the go all the time. I do have a mic, I kind of connect it via Bluetooth, but I normally keep that for in-camp unless it's extremely windy. But this usually suffices, you know, for the majority of the filming that I do. But I do have the auto wind set off. I just have it on the lowest setting, otherwise it just makes funny noises. So there is a few settings that do change. I usually, you know, filming 50 frames per second, 4K. I usually have the white balance set to 5500 Kelvin. If I'm in camp, I'll put it to auto. What else? Just whatever the settings are, like the bit rate, I'll put it at the highest you can get. So you want the best sort of image quality you can get out the camera. But obviously you've got to take in mind what you're editing with. Otherwise, you'll struggle. I used to use my MacBook, couldn't handle it. So nowadays I have my iPad with LumaFusion. It's the M3, so it's fast. And I find that just using an iPad with a little pen, that works just fine for me, for what I do anyhow. I mean, try not to keep it too technical, just keep it simple, add a few bits of text. I film in like GoPro log, so it looks really flat when you're filming like now, and then I add a look to it when I'm editing it, which pops out the colours. So yeah, and that's pretty simple, didn't take too long. Yeah, good wind test on this corner. So yeah, any money I do make off of the channel through the adverts, which is little, I do plough it back in to buying new equipment. Obviously I've got this camera, I have to change my iPad. It doesn't cover all of it, but it helps. So thank you very much for those who, you know, put up with the adverts. But yeah, got to keep the gear up to date, producing decent quality videos. Nice bit of colour there, but they've definitely been thinning this section out. And it's a bloody bog, look at it! Giving this a good test today. It's not really that much of a wind blowing, but obviously with cycling along that produces its own wind, so we'll see how how the little foam cover is doing. But this camera will not pick it out, but where them windmills are, the hills behind, that's where me and Ian headed to the other week when we done the old Reavers for the Saturday evening. We come down this road and then obviously worked. It's about 20 odd mile away, that, like. We didn't get there till afternoon, late afternoon, and then into the forest. But yeah, you can see see Langham, Witter Hill over there with the mast on top and the Scottish border, and it looks like it's raining over there, so yeah, we're heading this way. Okay, here's camera number 1. Here's camera number 2, and we'll see what it's, yeah, just there. Here we go. Right, I've collected the cameras, so what I'll do is I'll drop the footage in this section here. So the next section you will see is what the cameras picked up, if anything. So I have removed the rear rack on this bike, and what I've got is a universal one that will fit basically all my bikes, an Ortlieb quick rack. There's the attachments there on either side. It clicks in, slots in and locks in, and then you can clamp it to the seat post there. And it's not as wide as the one, so that any panniers that I've got on will be kept closer in. So yeah, I'm just going to give that a try on my next outing, but I have no idea where I'll be going, what I'm doing. I haven't really, well, I've got something in mind coming up, so yeah, but we'll save that for when we do it. But for now, we'll just get back on the road, slow ride back home. So it is really windy here, so we'll see what the wind noise is like. Camera should be picking it up, or if it's protecting it or what, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty open along here, getting near the motorway. All you can hear is the motorway. But yeah, there's a bit of a breeze blowing, so a good test. Yeah, see how it's performing. Oh, it's windy here. Right on that corner. Whew. Yeah, it's picked up. Well, we're not that far from the estuary here, just a few fields across to my right. Yeah, over there in some direction, so yeah. It's probably about 2 or 3 miles from home, so I'm going to close it out here. So yeah, hopefully it's been a successful test of this new camera. We'll find out when we get home. I'm sure it'll be fine, and we'll see you out on the next one.